Alright, welcome back to part 3 of my rant video. Now, in conclusion, Phil is a complete idiot. Like, literally, he really is. He insults the fans, and he blocks them for no reason. Like, either because they're just pointing out the truth or about something, and Phil completely thinks it's not true, and thinks he's an idiot, and blocks them for almost no reason, like he did to me. In that. And number 2, he pretty much makes up lies and stuff, and people point out in videos to tell him the actual truth. Like the guy's comment about the laws, about use of copyright issues and stuff like that. And number 3, insulting people because they play games that he doesn't like, which is stupid, and proves that he whines way too much and complains. Now, I know that some people might be saying that, oh no, he doesn't whine about, no. Well, guess what? If you actually disagree with me, you're a DSP fanboy. That's pretty much the only thing. People who would disagree on this type of situation are probably DSP fanboys. And I think most of the DSP's fan base is possibly 12 to 14 immature audience. Like, they're mostly 12 to 14 years old who are immature. And you probably do have a couple of them that are mature, but they probably just still will follow his videos and that stuff, alright? And, this is quite honestly really dumb, really, to be honest. Especially the other thing is that he literally proved in his videos that he is doing it for the money, and he's lying about it, just pretend that he's not doing it for the money, even though technically he is. He's doing it for the money, just lying about it just to make it up. And plus the fact he doesn't look any research on certain stuff, which obviously is another proof that he lies about it, right, and is misinforming us a lot. So listen to me, Phil. If you're watching this, if you're wondering why your videos are getting low views, it's because of those reasons. You keep lying to your fans, you keep insulting them and blocking them for almost no reason. You insult people because they like games that you don't like, even though they're just meant for a certain audience. Okay? And besides, if you don't like the comments you get from those guys who like Minecraft and stuff like that, just fucking disable the comments. That's all you have to do, just disable them. Just disable the comments, but instead just leave them on and so forth. Like, it's really dumb, like so stupid. In fact, you know what? I gotta find a good example here. Alright, so let's pretend that this is Phil, okay? Let's just pretend. Well, guess what, Phil? You know where you're gonna end up if you keep this up? That's where you're gonna end up. Because that's where you're gonna end up in either the grave or in the trash if you keep this up. Like, I don't understand why some of these people who now hate Phil should have reported this to Machinima. Like, it surprised me how Machinima hired him as a director and that stuff. Yet they don't see Phil whine so much and insult the fans. And here's what I want you guys to do. If those of you who disagree with the DSP, the way he acts and pretends, you should tell Machinima about this. Point this out to Machinima, give them some evidence, and maybe if Machinima now realizes this, they're probably going to cut off DSP and not hire him back again. And so DSP is going to be doomed in that. Like, and that's quite honestly a good thing. In that. And I swear to God, every time, oh shit, I accidentally put garbage in around here. Oops. Epic fail for me. Anyways, and that's what's gonna happen. If Phil keeps this up, and Machinima now realize this, he's pretty much screwed. Because that the economy is so bad in the United States compared to here in Canada, it's going to be nearly impossible for him to find a job unless he moves out and finds a full-time job. Because think about it. Darksydephil in the past, like as far back as 2009, 2010, then he pretty much got a full-time job in that as a healthy food retailer or something like that, while he did the video games for a hobby. Whereas he insults people like PewDiePie or Tobuscus because he's doing 100% for the money, which quite honestly I think Phil admitted that he was jealous of their success, and that's why Phil's calling them idiots because of that. It's because he's jealous of them. Yeah, alright? And like you said, Phil, every time you make up a lie or insult your fans, your grave just gets deeper and deeper by the minute, and because of that, you're going to end up in the trash because of that. Darksydephil, and that's pretty much my rant in that, I believe. If there's anything else I forgot to mention, that's like, seriously, I'm really tired of you, Phil. Like, you are a 31-year-old man who dates a 19-year-old girl who, by the way, Pandalee I find is immature and talks way too much, saying stuff that she shouldn't say. Now, Phil lies to his fans, complains about it, whines too much about his games, not blaming the game for his own mistakes and not the game for no reason at all, and having a terrible memory. He forgetting that his Metal Gear Solid 3 playthrough had negative comments, and that's why Evil AJ 2010 made that video. Okay, it's not a hate montage, it's a video to show off all negative feedback you got from your fans. The fact that you also insulted them at the end of the playthrough, saying, for those of you who negatively said stuff about me, you can go suck my balls. Which I say, wow, like, Phil, like, I hate, and here's the other thing. He plays so many games, because he plays games almost 10 hours a day, and not going outside often during breaks or whatever. No. And plus the fact that he uploads at least 10-ish or so minute videos almost every day, plus the fact that his fighting game footage is only each one being a few minutes long because he doesn't want to wait for another match to appear. And out of all the famous YouTubers out there who do gaming channels, like, they do the videos at least more than 10 minutes to, I'd say, 15 to 20-ish minutes. No, and pretty much, they don't waste time in that when it comes to their videos. Like, he pretty much said about something insulting PewDiePie because of the way he does his videos. Like, and here's the other thing, like, he doesn't really seem to understand. His whole entire scaring thing, that's part of his commentary, that he does it to entertain his subscribers and fans. It's just that only the PewDiePie haters actually don't like the way he does that. Most of the guys who actually like his videos because of that will probably get entertained by them. Plus the fact that the reason he cuts out the parts is because that he doesn't want to waste people's time, whereas DSP does the same thing by wasting hours of time trying to solve this one boss fighter puzzle that he couldn't figure out. It takes him at least 20-ish parts to figure that out. And plus the fact that he calls some gamers, like, say, get a life and stuff like that because they spend hours playing the game. Like there's this one video Mr. Brockhands pointed out saying that like, showing DSP calling this Batman player, who I gotta say is a really good Batman player, by the way, that he needs to get a life and is a loser because he played over thousands of games, to which people were saying, one guy calculated, wait a minute, each match only lasts like about 4 videos, so if you divide that by 1,000, it only took him 35 hours to actually get that many wins. Right. And he probably didn't do that one day. He probably must have done it for maybe a couple of hours per day, and that could be why. Because if you think about it, there's 24 hours a day. He probably only played a couple of hours of the game per day, and because that he learned the strategies with Batman, he probably learned a lot of strategy. Because that Phil keeps saying he can't block, or I didn't do a move, or I didn't press a button, but literally, if you look closely, he did do the move, or he did press a button, just making that up as a lie to entertain his fans, but really, that's not funny. I even made comments about that in some of his old videos, that got high thumbs up because of that reason, alright? Alright, that really pissed me off. He's calling out the gamers losers. And think about it. DSP has over 21, or I'd say over 21,000 videos where he uploads almost at least 20 videos per day, or 10 to 20 videos per day. Okay? And if you look at his Final Fantasy 3, which is actually 6, it took him nearly 200 parts to finish it, whereas most players who did it just the same way that Phil did would normally take him at least, took them at least 60 parts to beat the main game. To which I say, like, wow. Like, literally, I don't want to sound cliche here, Phil. If you're watching this, and I don't want to sound cliche here, but because that you play video games 10 hours a day, okay, and the fact that you upload at least 10 parts or so per day, abusing the YouTube system, and the fact that you're also, got over 21,000 videos, where most other famous YouTubers have less videos than you, but they still do fine though. And I'm sorry for being cliche here. Evil actually doesn't need to get a life. You need to get a life. Like, seriously. You play video games almost the entire day, every day, 24/7. You don't go outside to take a break from when you're taking your break from games. And so forth. You spend way too much inside your house playing games. Now, that's pretty much unhealthy for you, and I know that it has happened to me a couple of times before, though. But that's all changed a bit. Like seriously, Phil. Like I said before, Phil. If you keep this up, if you just keep this up, you're gonna end up in the trash because if you keep up this attitude of yours, unless you improve or change, that is where you're gonna end up. Seriously. Fuck you, Phil. Fuck your vlog video, and fuck your girlfriend. Seriously. And I forgot the other thing. He was such a big-ish idiot, he accidentally showed off a picture of Pandalee half naked on the top. Half naked. Like, I'm not kidding you. If you want to see the video, and keep in mind, this is an adult thing, so please, these people, do not actually watch it if you're under 18. Do not watch it. But okay? Hold on a minute. Sorry for that. Well, anyways, that's all I gotta say. I finally got this off my chest. I can definitely tell you one thing for sure, though. I am never gonna watch another video from this idiot again. Like seriously, who watches his videos now? Only his fans and that. Like 12 to 14-year-olds who are not mature enough. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. If you want to talk about this, you can comment below and talk to me about it, because I do want to point this out a bit more and spread the word about it. So, thanks a lot, everyone. Peace out.